Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nafisah binti Mohamad Zakan, along with my fellow members, students of Bachelor Accounting and Finance at Kolej Maribani, who will present about the research paper titled The Acceptance on the Usage of Technology for BAAF Students on Online Learning and Online Examinations during COVID-19. Here is our poster, and we will proceed with the explanations of each section by each member. First, I will present the introduction. Since end year of 2019, COVID-19 pandemic has greatly affected the administration of the higher education institutions. The lockdown decision by the government leads to movement control has led to the implementation of online learning and online examination for all HCI in Malaysia. Many institutions have started processing digitalization through online admissions, e-attendance, online learning and examination, as well as information management systems. Some professors are also adjusting to the new standard of grading their students, while others are concerned about the efficiency and accountability of online examinations. According to a previous study, it has been revealed that online examination gives more benefit as compared to traditional examinations, as online system would not only reduce the time but also give fast and accurate result. Furthermore, it was found that most of the students prefer online teaching as they enjoy attend online classes. Kolej Maribani also have implemented online learning and teaching method for students of the academic year 2019-2020 and year 2020 and 2021. In addition, the academics of KPTM Bani have taken the initiative to conduct online learning and examination system by using various systems and software such as Moodle, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, and Google Form. In contrast, online learning is conducted by Zoom, Google Meet, and Telegram. Therefore, the acceptance of technology is important to be studied to find out the acceptance level of the students on the usage of technology during online learning and online examination. This study will apply technology acceptance model, which is the model developed by Fred Davis and Richard Bagozzi to measure the acceptance level of technology. TOM is a widely used model that will be applied in this study, as it will look open 4 factors, which are perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, user satisfaction, and also attribute of usability. Next, I will present about the problem statement. First, problem is COVID-19. The COVID-19 outbreak has recently undermined the foundations of this environment, causing uncertainty about the implications for the HCI. Nonetheless, learning sessions for students should be continued in HCI in any way during this COVID-19. As a result, Malaysia's universities have shifted to online education and are now administering exams online. Online learning and examinations are still a new phenomenon in HCI, and people in the education field need to learn about the implementation of this new examination and learning method. Furthermore, online learning and examinations are the best methods to maintain momentum in higher education and ensure the learning process does not stop. Besides, another problem is adapting a new environment, as people in the education field need to learn about the implementation of this new method, especially students have a problem adapting and using computers for online learning and online examinations because they find it difficult to use computers during online learning and examinations, as they are accustomed to doing face-to-face classes and examinations. Yaqub's study also found that many academics face problems of not having enough computer software and a decent internet connection. In another study, found that students also struggle with e-learning because lecturers tend to give more tasks. In addition, their study also showed that students also have problems with the online learning environment and time management. Moreover, Hanani's study also discovered that the transition from physical learning to online learning classes would certainly present many challenges, including access to technical infrastructure, distance learning efficiency, and equipment requirements needed for specific classes. Next, I will present the research objective. The purpose of this study is to ascertain the acceptance level of technology for the undergraduate students of Bachelor of Arts in Accounting and Finance BAAF at Kolej Marabani in collaboration with Dublin Business School, Ireland. Specifically, the research objective of this study were to ascertain the students' acceptance level of technology on the following factors, which are: first one is perceived usefulness, second is perceived ease of use, third is user satisfaction, and lastly is attribute of usability.
Hello everyone, my name is Umairah Hanani binti Rahim. I will present research instrument. Our research conduct a survey which is questionnaire that adopted from a previous study by Abu Dhabi. The questionnaire is consisting of 20 questions which is derived from technology acceptance models that developed by Fred Davis. Term model that we use in this research consists of 4 factors, which are perceived usefulness, perceived ease of use, user satisfaction, and attribute of usability. We use this model to survey on the acceptance level of BAAF students at KPTM Bangi towards the usage of technologies on online learning and online examination during COVID-19. The instrument that we use to collect the data from respondents is via Google Form. The questionnaire used the Likert written skills ranking from 1, which is strongly disagree, to 5, which is strongly agree. The sample for this study is BAAF students from KPTM Bangi who involved in online examination and online learning. The sample is from Year 1, Year 2, and Year 3, which total of 499 respondents. This study selected BAAF students as respondents because BAAF students is the only program offered at KPTM Bangi as a representative of degree in accounting and finance, and also training programs from DBS Ireland. Other students are unable to participate in the study as respondents, since they do not use Moodle as the DBS primary platform for online learning and online examination.
Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Aisyah Hasanah binti Halim. Okay, we move to the next part, which is I will explain on the demographic information of all the respondents. As we can see that there were 350 respondents, which shows that 70% of the BAAF students who responded to this survey. As we can see that the highest students that respond to this survey is from Year 2, which is 187, which is 85%. As we know from the data, the response rate was not 100%, it is 70% of the data collected, but it's sufficient to generalize the BAAF students' acceptance level of technology in online learning and examination. This is in line with SIBO. He found that the response rate that needs to be done by each researcher is between 70% to 80%. Therefore, the study was found to fulfill the required response rate. Okay, next, we can see that most of the respondents were female, which it shows that 69.1% is females. As we can see from the data, more than half of the respondents are 21 years old, which it shows that percentage of 51.1%. Next, based on the survey, there are 61.7% students live in the urban area. Urban area can refer to towns, cities, and urban area includes the city itself as well as the surrounding areas. Okay, next. For the previous Year 3 result of average CGPA from previous college is 3.44, while for the degree studies is 3.50. However, there is no CGPA information for Year 1 and Year 2 since they have not yet taken the examination. Okay, that's all from me in the demographics information data.
Next, the descriptive analysis, which is determine the means and standard deviation for all factors. The factor has response in the Likert format, which is 5 strongly agree, 4 is agree, 3 is neutral, 2 is disagree, and 1 is strongly disagree. For the overall mean scores, we determine the scores of 1.0 until 2.9 is as low level, 3.0 until 3.9 as moderate level, and 4.0 until 5.0 as high level. The perceived usefulness factor had the highest mean among respondents, which got 4.07, followed by user satisfaction, which got 3.87, persistence of use, and attribute of usability, which consists of 3.85. The overall mean scores for all factors are 3.91.
Okay, next I will explain about the perceived usefulness. For the perceived usefulness, show an average mean towards the student's acceptance level of technology on online learning and online examination, which shows that the score is 4.07. We can conclude that the technology is useful as it has quality and particularly usable. Majority of the items in this factor were the highest level range from 4.08 to 4.34. This shows that BAAF students believe that using technology in online learning and examination can help them achieve better performance in study, in which they can revise their module by themselves. This can be proved as this table shows that the average CGPA in degree level for Year 3 student is 3.50, is greater when they take the online examination compared to the average diploma CGPA is 3.44 when they take the exam physically. As we can see, this is in line with Kamal that he's stating that using technology during online learning allows students to study at their own pace to enhance their study performance.
Next, data analysis for persistence of use factor. As we can see, majority the means of this factor are in the ranking of moderately between 3.54 until 4.18. Yaqub has stated that PERU is a factor that influences the student academic towards the effectiveness of online system and also application for final examination in International Islamic University Kolej Selangor. But our study shows that PERU is a moderate level of students' technology acceptance towards online learning and online examination. Next, the study also shows that students moderately have confidence in the usage of technology because it is moderately easy for them to use during online examination and online learning. This is consistent with Wang and Berkshire stated that PERU is the confidence of the user which they think that technology is easy for them to use. Besides, this, as we can see in the table, also shows that the students moderately believe this technology could make them skillful during the online examination and online learning. This is against with Murphy, which mentioned that the study found that using online technology can improve the students' skills of using technological tools.
Next, we move on to user satisfaction factor. User satisfaction is when user confirm his or her satisfaction with the system, where the overall mean is 3.87, which indicates BAAF students had moderate level on usage of the technology, with a high level mean of 4.14 and 4.05, where BAAF students found that it is easy to share educational information and complete their assignments or tasks by using technology respectively. This was in line with the Herman and Bannister research, where they found that the students can easily share useful information through online academic system. However, with the least mean of 3.68, students were confident using technology during both online classes and examinations. This study is assumed that 61.7% of students who live in urban areas might have difficulties in accessing the technology, causing them to not confident with the usage of the technology. Lastly, attribute usability factor, which overall mean is 3.85, which shows students also had moderate levels on usage of technology. As a whole, all items are showing moderate level of mean, where students found there are various functions on the technology were well integrated and helpful. Next, with mean of 3.9, students believe that technology are acceptable and suitable to use during online classes and examinations. This was in line with Chen and Wu studies.
where they reached a conclusion that online systems are suitable for assessing the majority of students in China in completing their online courses. However, with the least mean of 3.71, students believe that they will always use technology for both online classes and exams.
Lastly is the conclusion. In conclusion, this study found that perceived usefulness provides a high level of acceptance on the usage of technology. Therefore, the students believe that using technology on online learning and examinations helps them improve their academic performance. Meanwhile, the three other factors, which are perceived ease of use, user satisfaction, and also attribute usability, had a moderate level of acceptance on the usage of technology in online learning and online examinations during COVID-19.